is going to lose a lot of production facilities. Actually, a lot of zealots being warped in right now, 9 in total, and it really, Light just needs to mass up a little bit and then just go in for attack. Here we do see it's going to happen, and nice control right there from Lamau.
We used to see some pretty good micro from the Terran player, but against this many zealots, it doesn't really change the outcome in the end. Especially with that new update where you've been getting that shot anyway, especially against the
Look at them run. Oh
That's
man.
Like the fastest battle we've ever seen. I mean, not literally on, not like how fast it happened, but literally how fast they were moving.
And just those zealots able to get like the first hit guaranteed. Now you can see what a huge difference this is making. Before, the Marauders wouldn't even let the zealots touch them with the concussive shell and the stim kiting. Looks like Lamau's not quite ready to tap out. He's got quite a sizable force, but another force of zealots coming in from the north-hand side while he pinces around to this backhand side of the natural expansion. Going to be coming in anytime. There we go, actually taking down a lot of infantry, getting up a lot of free hits before they react and they stim away.
Now has that much left to hold against his attack now.
Yeah, and Lamau does call GG. So well done by Exit Light. Just need to work on your macro, man. He's got 4,700 minerals. Yeesh. And at the end, he actually expanded to the Terran secret base. And Eddie does have a game waiting for us now. Anything wrong with the stream? Chugging. Chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga.
So apparently I'm really quiet.
Let's try and fix that once again. I turned you up in my speakers, so you're quite loud in my headphones. But, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just sort of check up on this.
Oh, we got Storm Shadow! And, Canberra team, Tree Man, ZVT on metal. This is not MLG metal.
Quiet on your stream.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with that, it was fine before.
Anyone know? I'm just gonna crowdsource it. Anyone know? New? Okay.
So this means you could probably turn your overall volume down and Skype up a bit, just so it will sound the same to you, but it will sound different for the stream.
Okay. But
or it's either that or mic sound. It's either one.
Wait, your Skype is part of my system, so if I put both of them up, maybe that'll help. Because Skype was above my system sans before, and yeah, I don't know. Let's just try putting them all up. Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work. We'll have to test it a bit more.
Yeah, we'll do it between
We'll get it
games.
sorted.
Cool, so ZVT, I don't think this is going to be MLG metal, so we could be seeing close positions on this map. So ZVT, man, you're the expert.
Oh, ZVT, finally.
Yeah, man. It's game 2, what do you mean finally?
Well, it feels like an entire lifetime when I'm sitting through TVP. I'm like, right, cool. Some Zealots versus Marauders, I totally know all about that.
Yeah, Zealots are the best. Alright, Storm Shadow versus Canberra team's Tree Man. And Canberra team actually has their own website up now. Makade's in it, and some of the other CT guys. Yeah.
I beat him with a 12 drone rush.
Oh god.
I'm never gonna let that go.
Quite epic.
And then I beat Cute after from a legit game. That was quite a good night. But anyway, going to this game instead, Metalopolis, Treeman versus Storm Shadow. CT has looks like a pretty strong. Well, it's not like obviously a really strong clan, but they do have a few high-level players up in Masters League, or at least close to.
Oh, a bit of lag. Hope it's not me. Ooh, how that makes me nervous. Anyway. Storm Shadow, make an SCV. There we go. Okay, so close positions, definitely not the MLG Metalopolis. Storm Shadow in the left-hand side as the Yellow Terran playing against Canberra team's Tree Man. Oh, what an annoying name. In the northern position as the Blue Zerg. So curious scouting pattern. I've seen this from Pig. He likes to send his Overlord cross map, and hopefully that's not us.
Well, if you go by probability, there's a higher chance they're going to be across the map than in close air positions, so it is a bit of a gamble, and I think sending your Overlord to the closest side would be, it really wouldn't be that bad anyway. But We'll see.
Yeah.
Of course, in this matchup, in these spawning positions, is quite. It is the optimal choice to send your Overlord over towards that direction instead of to the closer air positions. But yeah, he's still going to be unsure about the close air positions anyway.
Yeah, and I really think that
second one over there. That's interesting.
Treeman might not be opting to do this just because a lot of players have been on the ball about scouting the close air part of your base with that 10th worker. And so he doesn't want to reveal that. Instead, going to be going for a little bit of a later scout just to check it out. And yeah, a lot of players won't be looking out for that second Overlord timing. And I'm actually going to check for it now. It's going to be about 2 minutes 20 or something. Looks like the scouting workers are going to be passing each other by, and close positions will be confirmed quite soon. No refinery put down, so we might... Oh, actually, the barracks only just started, so whatever. I was going to say might see 2 racks.
No, they're obviously playing super slow, but we do have pretty early extractor and spawning pool up as well. I'm pretty sure we put that extractor up before the spawning pool was put up because the timing doesn't look quite right otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting speed.
Pretty early zergling speed and then earlier lair maybe, or earlier bane nest. We'll see.
Yeah. One supply depot at the front looking a little bit vulnerable, maybe going to see a baneling bus. And so we're going to see 2 racks coming out. So I hope our Zerg buddy does have his 2 racks defense down. And
he's going pool first, so it might be easier to defend against his 2 racks. Well, it would be easier. But yeah, as long as you know the fundamentals of 2 racks defense, it usually isn't that hard even if you don't have Zerglings or your spawning pool finished. But yeah, it is always nice to have your Zerglings and Zerglings out to hold that 2 racks. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he does go for expansion. He might be trying to expand now.
Storm Shadow leaves the supply depot down to let the scouting drone escape. And Hatchery going to be going down right now for Storm Shadow. Keep in mind this SCV is still on the back end side. Could put up like a bunker or something if you wanted to. Probably not the best spot though. Queen finally up. 5 inject, nicely done.
This is Storm Shadow. This is the guy I was coaching before. Okay.
Hey man. Still leaving that supply depot down.
I had to play Zerg before, but yeah.
Oh. And Treeman now does see the two racks. What is his reaction going to be? Metabolic boost almost finished, and a second queen coming up. I like that a lot. He's going to be able to put a quick timber down, connect his bases, and that worker drone finally goes down to the drill up the SCV. And he's going to connect the 2 bases, have 2 queens up for the lava. So yeah, always good to connect your bases, especially against 2 racks, because they can transition really, really easily into Hellions, which are just so annoying as a Zerg, aren't they?
I don't think he's timed his second queen correctly, because I think the inject and the second queen will be out of time, so that means his 2 injections will be kind of out of time, so we'll have to do one, wait like 20 seconds, and then do the other one, so it might make it a bit harder for him. We'll have to... Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have that timed correctly, so I guess that's something that he could improve on. I usually like making my queens both at the same time, just so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
But usually if you want to make one after the other on the one hatch, you wait for your first queen to be done, you make the next one instantly, or you have to wait for the inject to be done.
And here come the Marines from Storm Shadow, not attack moving, instead just allowing all these speedlings to clean them up without any damage taken. One speedling almost went down, but instead, no, he's just going to kill the entire Marine force. And don't need to push in, don't need to lose any links, just, take another hatch somewhere. Hell, why not?
But you can move in and walk over the supply depot.
Oh yeah, Storm Shadow, put up your supply depot. Storm Shadow. Oh, there we go, nicely done. And I think he's going to put up a bunker, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if a baneling nest just went down right now. Storm Shadow with the hidden SCV still in the base. It actually came out for a scout during the Marine walk by, and the Queen gave it a couple of good whacks, but it did go back. Able to scout everything. Lair finally going down. Looks like we might be seeing roaches or mutas maybe. Hasn't got the 3rd or 4th gas yet.
Roaches can be quite a bit unsafe in ZBT, especially if you're seeing that your opponent's going for mainly bio, and that's looking like that's what Storm Shadow is mainly going for. In fact, it's with these only on 2 racks still. He's got 700 minerals saved up now.
2 full bunkers, so he's definitely feeling extremely scared. Only using 1 SCV to build one thing at a time. Don't be shy to pull off a few. And I really want to see a baneling nest go down there. We finally do see it being plopped down by Treeman. And it looks like he might be thinking about going for a bus. Whoa! Could have just run by both bunkers just then. The barracks was lifted up in the air. Like a
There's a
general.
space there, but he's going to block it back up, which seems to be a bit odd. Wouldn't you want to make a barracks away from that rather than just make a huge gap in your wall?
Yeah, he
It
wants
doesn't
double tech
seem like
lab
the best option.
to
But
get two
yeah,
ups,
he
I
is
think.
pulling off pretty effectively, so nothing will be able to get in or out from this because his bunker's in such a good position there.
And really, if Tree Man goes for a bust in the supply depot, this tech lab's going to go down. This bunker's going to take a lot of damage. So he could lose quite a lot actually. But these barracks are going to be able to help quite a lot. Quite a lot. Let's take.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you went for just 6 banelings because Supply Depot and the Tech Lab have the same health, and oh wow, now Storm Shadow is trying to get a Marine through, but he can't because his building placement is a bit too tight. But yeah, he's gonna have to unload and reload through bunkers if he wants to get units through. But basically, I don't think the Baneling splash damage would be enough to reach the Tech Lab, or if it did, it wouldn't reach the Tech Lab with all of the damage. So I don't believe that it would be able to bust the entire wall with 6 Banelings, which is usually what you do go for. Let's see how many he goes for.
Alright, we do have the starport going down and the scouting overload from Treeman. Actually getting
8 Banelings up front.
Baneling speed as well. It's not completed yet, but yeah, it's on the way. Speedling's just scanning out the rest of the map for any hidden bases. And we do see that the Harvester tab just shut up. It was equal for quite a while just then, but now increasing his lead by a differential of 7. Treeman is ahead 2 bases. He's got more Harvesters. We'd like to see maybe a 3rd Queen working that creep spread. But he's actually got a lot of idle drones inside his middle patch at the natural, not rallying properly, and this could be really, really devastating if he doesn't get on top of that. Really soon. There we do see Treeman finally notices, and I would give him shit if this was a custom game, but it's a tournament. It's a tournament. Yeah. Losing a couple of speed links.
Treeman, it looks like he's really seriously considering Baneling Bust, because he's made 8 Banelings, he was almost about to do it, and then he just pulled back instead of going ahead and doing a bust. So it's interesting. He might be trying to just contain Storm Shadow with that, although he's pulled back. So obviously that's not really what he's thinking of doing. But yet again, it doesn't feel like Storm Shadow. Oh, wow.
Storm Shadow got him more orders. Like he could have just put the supply depot down.
Yeah,
couldn't he?
His entire wall was so tight that he couldn't get through. But to be honest, the better thing to do would have been take your units out of your bunker and salvage your bunker.
He has a starport. Just make him medevac or something. He's making medevacs now. It looks like Treeman's just going to be comfortable to take the gold expansion. He's like, this guy's playing a little bit weird. He's 1 base. He's just sticking with tier 1 units. And I've got basically everything that counters the tier 1, just getting up the Meterlisk Spire right now for those moves. And
there's no turrets to stop those meters
yeah.
from passing the mineral line either, which would be kind of sad if he actually does a lot of damage with it.
Storm Shadow, man. He's going to be summoning in a lot of meals. Actually not going to be scanning quite yet, and I really don't like him using the meals right now. Yes, he could. He might be able to use it, but he's not expanding. He's going to just mine himself out of the main faster. Actually, he's going to be expanding to this bottom right side, and I don't like this because Speedlings are going to be able to abuse it, honestly, and Muters, as soon as they're on the map, are going to be able to scout that out really, really quick.
So, Storm Shadow has his SCV still in the main of the Zerg, and if you see, if you switch to his view and look at the Zerg base, you can see that he really doesn't know that much over there. Oh,
yeah.
Like, oh no, he isn't busting in. I got the attack message over there, and I was like, oh, is the bust actually happening? No. But, yeah, so it seems to be odd how Storm Shadow's just, yeah, he's sitting back passively and not even worrying about scanning at all. He's kind of giving the Zerg full map control, not even trying to put it out, not even trying to take his natural, not trying to...
Now the Marauder's stuck. And looks like he's going to try and assault this gold hatchery. However, 13 Mutalisks did just spawn, making 11 drones right now. And even some SCVs getting in on the action to attack the hatchery. Here come the Speedlings, and the Baneling's going to be rolling in behind it.
It's focusing the hatchery instead of attacking the Speedlings.
Yeah, and everything just going to be picked up. However, the Muters should be able to come in and clean this up. Take a look at the void beneath the Terran base. Here come the 13 Muters, going to be able to pick up everything. Not a turret in sight. No Vikings. Not that would help. No Marines.
A few Marines, but not enough to deal that many meters.
Yeah.
That's GG already.
For the Swarm, man. And should be calling a good game.
It wasn't about Treeman being really ghosty with his meters or with his army at all. That was just, oh wow, he's running into these bunkers though. You really shouldn't be doing that.
Just take off supply depots, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. game's over if you just pick off everything else.
Oh, Eddie's lining up games for us. He's so good. He is so good.
So yeah, he finally GG's out. He really wasn't. What?